All right, chat. We are here. We are all good and live now. So, what's up, Ant City, and welcome back to another stream. So today, what we're doing, pretty simple. Let me make sure this fits the screen properly. Hold on. But essentially, we're going to be talking about Sparking Zero. Probably we'll play it a little bit later, depending on how long this stream goes. But basically, all that I'm doing today, so part of this is like I kind of wanted to just do a more chill stream today. Got stuff I got to do tomorrow. I'm gonna be really busy. I gotta wake up super early, so I was like, let me just do a chill stream today because I've had this idea in my mind for a minute. But basically, the Sparking Zero roster, this is like, obviously I'm not talking about just like the characters, but the actual renders of the characters, right, are really basic and boring. I mean, like, they get the point across, right? Like, you know who Gogeta is, you know who Trunks is, like, it gets the point across. But what's weird to me is on the official Sparking Zero website, I guess specifically the EU one, they have renders made of the characters. Like, they have special, like, unique poses and stuff of all the characters made that they just don't use in the game for some reason. So today, what I wanted to do, partially so like I can post it on Twitter, kind of talk about this some more, especially closer to Sparking Zero's new DLC coming out. I wanted to go ahead and rank all of the different renders that are in the game, because I haven't actually seen them all, and I was like, you know what, I do want to look at them all. Why not make it a stream and make some content out of it? I'm also going to make this into a video. But yeah, we're going to just start, you know, that's basically the whole concept here. So we're going to go ahead and jump straight in. So let me start my recording. All right, so first up on the list, we've got base Goku early. So we'll go ahead and just click on it and open up the renders. So not starting off very strong because this render is ugly, bro. Like, why is he standing like that? I don't know what it is. Like, the pose, he just looks super awkward, bro. Like, this looks like Goku was just sleeping, like someone's grandpa was sleeping and you just woke him up, bro. He's like, huh. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but this pose is like atrocious. Like, he's not locked in really. He's like, I don't know. It looks like he doesn't know what he's doing. I don't know. This pose is just really fucking ugly. Right now, I'm putting it in one of the worst renders. It's that bad. It's genuinely that fucking bad. Like, I really hate that one. Next, we've got mid Goku. This one's slightly better. I think the pose works. Like, his hand being down here genuinely changes like how he looks a lot. Like, it's a little bit more open, more flowy. Like, he looks a little more locked in. Again, like, I'm obviously not using the right words to explain this very properly, but I think the hand being down, he looks a lot more focused, and it doesn't look as awkward as this with like the hand being up. And like, I don't know if it's just like his leg positioning or what it is. Like, here it just looks like he's not even really trying. Like, he's low-key got a wave to you. This one, he looks a little more locked in. So that one is like one, I would put it like slightly above this one. Obviously, all this could change as we're going through. I do want to make that clear in this video that none of the tiers are going to be ordered. It's just which ones I think are the worst overall. It's not like base Goku is like the top of the worst or whatever. For example, like if I were to do this isn't number 1 and number 2. It's just the general tiers. And stuff is subject to move as I go, because right now this is just kind of how I'm feeling, that this one's at least better than that one. But who knows, some of these renders might be so good that even this one moves down to the worst renders. So yeah, so the next one though, yeah, like this one is a lot better than whatever the fuck they were doing here. This one ugly as hell. Now we'll go over to Super Saiyan Goku. It's not bad. I get what they were going for. I'm not gonna lie, it's actually kind of bad. This one kind of sucks. Like, okay, they're trying to hit the Namek pose, like the Dokkan art, like the LR Dokkan art, the Namek Goku when you pull them, but it just doesn't work. I would say, honestly, I feel like, again, he just looks really awkward. Like, his arm, he looks uncomfortable the way he's standing is the thing. He looks really fucking uncomfortable. This one does fucking suck. So I think I'm putting it in the same tier as this guy. Like, these two are really bad. So far, this one is a lot better. This one's a lot better. Next one we got is this guy. Now that pose is way better than any of the ones we've seen so far. Like, this one's going here. That one so far, the best pose by far. That one is sick. That one, he's locked. He's so fucking locked. I really like this pose. I really like that one a lot. That one's sick. Next is Super Saiyan. So this one's essentially the same pose. Let me see. Yeah, it's literally the exact same pose. So not bad. It's literally just him as a Super Saiyan. I feel like if it's the same pose, they should just go together for now. But that one's not bad. Super Saiyan 2 is also the exact same pose. Low key though, with his face and everything, and the electricity, I kind of like it a little bit more. I kind of like that one more. For now, I think I'll just keep them all in the same tier. I might need to add a new tier in between. We'll just see. We'll see how it goes as I'm progressing. I'll probably move some of this around. I don't know why. I'm just biased. Like part of it is I just really like Super Saiyan 2. But I think the Super Saiyan 2 out of those three looks the best. Like, I don't know. The hair looks really good. The electricity, his expression is a lot better. I don't know. It's just really sick to me. Like, let's go back to this one. Like, yeah, this one's all right. But the Super Saiyan 2, I don't know. That one is just clean. Like, that render in game, like, oh yeah, I'm picking this character every time. Like, this one looks clean. I'll leave them together for now, but I low-key might bump this one up later. And then we got Super Saiyan 3, who is also doing the same pose, but I don't know. The hair and the face is just not hitting the same at all. Low-key, that one actually might be worse than base 4. Hold on. Like, yeah, I think it's just the way Super Saiyan 3 looks on Sparking Zero. It is the same pose. I don't know, his forehead big as hell, dude. Like, look at that big ass forehead, bro. He look like purple. So yeah, I think that one might low-key go down to like here, just because I don't know. I just think Super Saiyan 3 looks ugly there. Like, the pose is good, but Super Saiyan 3 ugly as shit in this one. I'm not gonna lie, this shit look gross. Next we've got GT Goku. It's not bad. He's just kind of standing there. I don't know, like the render itself looks fine. Like the face is really good. It's a lot better than Super Saiyan 3's face, for example. It's just that the pose is kind of whatever. He's just low-key standing there. Hold on, where's GTA? Here's GT Goku. I think I might just keep it in the same tier as this one, maybe. No, I feel like I should bump it down to here. I think it should go in B tier also. Just because like the pose is just kind of whatever, you know? It's not really sick to me or anything. Let's see if Super Saiyan any different. Okay, so Super Saiyan's basically the same thing. He just put his arm down, bro. He ain't do nothing but step back. It's the same. It's basically the same. Super Saiyan looks a little bit uglier, I guess, but like overall, I would just keep them the same. And purple, just so y'all know what the concept is, basically what I'm ranking here is the Sparky Zero character select screen looks basic as shit, but they have all of these renders made on the website that just straight up aren't used in game. So I'm just ranking them. This is supposed to just be a more chill stream. Partially because I want to like, I'm going to post this on Twitter and make this into a video too. That's the whole reason I'm doing this. That's what this is all about. So I'm like, let me just go ahead and rank all the renders. That's what this is for. Because they should like just use these in the game. It really doesn't make any fucking sense. Because these, as ugly as some of these are, like this fuck ass Goku one here, it's better than this. It would at least be better than this shit. So I'm just here ranking that just to kind of be more chill. All right, let's look at Super Saiyan 3. This is dead ass the same pose as base, but I like the Super Saiyan 3 face more. I actually like this render more than the base form one. It works better with Super Saiyan 3, but the pose again is just really basic. So I'm just gonna do these right there. Yeah, we're not. Next we got Super Saiyan 4. Okay, that was all right. Again, the pose, the problem with these is the posing. I promise y'all later on, like I've seen some of these before, the poses and everything do get a lot better. But this one, let me see. Where do I have these other ones? I feel like all the GT Goku just go together. Because I feel like I don't like that pose much more than this. It's literally the same shit. Like, I mean, it's Super Saiyan 4, so he's sick. But I don't know. He's standing just kind of awkward, bro. I just don't really like it. Like, they could have done something way more dynamic and cool. Like, look at the shot of the Kamehameha, for example. If they had him posed up like this, that would be sick. But this is just kind of, is dead as like the same thing as this, pretty much. I don't think it's really that good. So I'll just leave it here for now. Like I said, I might need to make a C tier. Once I hit Vegeta, we'll see how I feel. I low-key might make a C tier and move some of these around. We'll see. Because I feel like I might need to do that. So what's next? Kid Goku. Literally like the same shit as GT Goku. It's like basically the same shit. It's funny because that actually is the same pose as this, but it works a lot better. It works a lot better on Kid Goku. The problem with this render is just Kid Goku and Sparking Zero ugly as shit. I cannot lie. So yeah, you know what? I feel like I need to make a C tier. I feel like I need to make a C tier. Yeah, I think we need a or a D tier. No, this one should be B. This one should be B. And then this is C. Yeah, I think this is what we need to do. And then I move. Let me see. Do I like the Kid Goku one more than the GT one? I don't think so. I think I just like GT Goku's model and like the face and all that more. Yeah, I think I move Kid Goku and Super Saiyan 3 down it for sure. I think these two go down because I remember I said Super Saiyan 3 here, ugly as fuck. This render is ugly as shit. Super Saiyan 3 does not look cool there, but this shot is really sick. But that is ugly as a bitch. And then these ones, I really like the way Super Saiyan 2 looks there. I low-key could bump it up just because that might, you know what, that might be biased, but low-key, what if I just move it up? And then the GT ones, I think I said Super Saiyan 3 looks slightly better out of all of the GT ones. Let me see this one, the base one, and then Super Saiyan 3s. Yeah, it's just Super Saiyan 3 model. Like here, the Super Saiyan 3 looks really good. But on this one, nah shit, that's about ugly as shit, bro. That's about ugly as shit. So yeah, we'll go with that. You know what, Chad? Just to really quick also. I'll probably cut this out the video, but I low-key want to play a little music in the back just so we're not sitting here in silence. Just so we got something. Again, this is supposed to be a more chill stream for me because I do got to be up early as fuck tomorrow. So kind of just trying to vibe for now. Let's add some music in the bag. We'll just play my stream playlist. There we go. That is loud as hell in my ear. Let me turn it down. Then we'll turn it up on the stream. There we go. Let me know if it's too, if anyone's even here right now. Let me know if that's too quiet or too loud. But okay, yeah, I like the Super Saiyan 2 one a lot so far. GT Super Saiyan 3 was the best out of those. So yeah, I think having the CT here really like actually helps formulate my opinion better. Okay, next we've got DBS Goku. Oh, bro, it's literally the same as this render. It's the same fucking pose. They just changed his face. That pose is just ugly, bro. That shit is just ugly. Don't like that pose at all. All right, let's look at God Goku. Ooh, okay, hold on. So the pose is low-key kind of basic. He's just standing there, but like that looks a lot better than what we've seen so far. Do I put it up here maybe? Let me see. Let me compare this to like the Super Saiyan 3 GT. I don't know. I feel like just it being like at an angle, like this is a crazy little nitpick. Hold on, that shit kind of loud on this. There we go. I feel like it being just like slightly angled actually makes it work a lot better. I don't know. I really like this render. As ugly as Super Saiyan God looks here, like the actual face and everything of Goku, like I don't know, he looks a little smelly, but like the pose is like as basic as that is, it works really well compared to what we've gotten so far. Yeah, I'm kind of fucking with it. I think I might leave it up here for now. We'll see. We'll see. And then blue, see again with blue, it's pretty similar, but it's not like, I don't know, Goku being at this slight angle, like I don't know, it just looks really sick. Versus here, he's more turned towards the camera. I don't really like it as much. I think I'd put it like here even, because the pose feels a lot less dynamic. Like I don't know, this one's so much more tough to me than this one, if that makes any sense. Because like, let's look at like this one. No, I don't think I like the blue. I think the blue's got to go here. Let me check out Super Saiyan 4. Yeah, it's pretty similar to Super Saiyan 4's, to be honest. I think we're going to keep them together. I think that's good. UI Goku. This one high-key ugly as hell, I'm not going to lie. Like, UI Goku is fine. But this pose is just a worse version of the blue one. It's literally just blue, but worse. So it's got to go, like, down here. It's not as ugly as these ones, though, but it's got to go down here. It's got to go down here. What about MUI? Okay, I like the hands open. That's a little bit better than this, where the hands are closed. The hands being open kind of elevate that one a little bit. That render's kind of cool. I just think, again, UI kind of just looks ugly in general here. But the hands being open, I'm not gonna lie, that's bumping it up to here for me. That's a lot better than Omen, in my opinion. Like, yeah, I low-key, like, I fuck with that one, like, with God. Okay. Let's check out Scouter Vegeta. Okay, he's just hitting his basic pose. I like that. Oh, did I miss? Hold on, did I skip Super Saiyan? Hold on. Super Saiyan DBS Goku. Oh, I did. What the fuck? How did I miss that? I completely skipped over Super Saiyan DBS Goku. Hold on. I actually like this pose, though. The pose is not bad. A little awkward still. I think that's basically like this one, right? No, this one's still way better. I can't, like, I'm not gonna lie. That pose completely mogs it still. The base end Goku. Do I put it up here with like MUI? I don't know. He looks a little awkward still, huh? I think I do like it more than the GT one, though. I think it's a little bit better than the GT one. It's definitely better than base Goku from DBS. Do I like it more than this Super Saiyan 3? I think I do like it more than the Super Saiyan 3 too. Like I think it's the best Super Saiyan Goku render we've seen so far. Yeah, I think we'll leave it there. We'll leave it there. Let's look at base Vegeta. I like it, but I think the problem is the leg placement. Like, he should be more crouched down than he actually is. So maybe I put it... I feel like this beat is getting really full for me for some reason. I don't know. Oh, oops, I didn't mean to open that. Let me look at the mid Goku one again. It was just because that one was better than... Yeah. Let me look. Hold on. Mid Goku with... I feel like I gotta move this guy down. I feel like I gotta do that. Because I don't think the mid Goku one's actually that good. It was just better than the one before it. Yeah, I think that feels right. Like, comparing the Super Saiyan 3 to this one, or not that one, the mid Goku one, they're kind of similar. Like, I kind of like don't dislike them both for similar reasons. So yeah, I think that one's gotta go here. Excuse me. I think Scouter Vegeta is fine where he is, because like I said, the posing is at least more interesting. The problem is he should be like crouched down and lean forward a little bit more. I think that's the only thing I don't like about that one. But that one's not bad. Grade 8 Vegeta, he dead ass just standing there, bro. Like, he's not a bad render. It's not like, to me it's not ugly like how this one's ugly, but it's just really like whatever. It's just not that interesting, so it'll go right here. Next we got early Vegeta. Let's see. I mean, pretty basic, nothing crazy. I would probably put it like around the same tier as the Grade 8. I do think this one's better for at least being a more dynamic pose. Then this is just, he's just kind of standing there. So we'll keep Vegeta, we'll keep that one there too. What about Big Bang Attack? Same exact pose, but yellow. Like, it really doesn't change anything. Now let's look at Super Saiyan, or Super Vegeta. This is dead ass the same pose as the Grade 8. Or not exactly, actually, not exactly. That one, again, like, if they would have done like the point, yeah, that would have been fire. But he's just kind of staring at me, bro. He's just kind of smirking at me, like, yeah, I think all of these Vegetas low-key are just in the same tier. I mean, they tried a different pose. I just don't think it really did anything for me. I feel like the Super Vegeta pose is just kind of whatever. Like, he's just kind of standing there. Yeah, it's kind of like, yeah, I think it's around the same level as UI. Like, it looks visually better. Like, Vegeta's face and the hair look better, but the pose is just kind of whatever. I wish he was doing like the point or something else, something more dynamic. Like, that's why I'm giving this guy bonus points, because the pose is at least a little bit better. Next we got End Vegeta. Ooh. Okay, I low-key like that one. I think I low-key really like that one. Okay, like I just said, the pose is basic, but I don't know why for base Vegeta this really works. I don't know, like, this is giving me the vibes when he's about to fight Pui Pui on Babidi's ship. Let's look at Super Saiyan. Let's look at Super Saiyan real fast. Okay, that's literally the Super Vegeta. The same shit, bro. Same shit. Does not matter. I do like the base render more. Super Saiyan 2 is the same also. See, Super Saiyan 2 on Vegeta doesn't change much for me, but for Goku, that's a whole different story. Super Saiyan 2 Goku looks like way cooler to me than like Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta. Like the difference is actually there. Okay, that is sick. They actually hit the pose. Like, right, okay, no, that one's fire. That one's going way up here. Is that the best one so far? I really like that one. That one might be the best one we've seen so far. Hold on, let me look at Super Saiyan God. And then the other one I had was Super Saiyan 2. No, yeah, Majin Vegeta's way better. Majin Vegeta, that one is sick, dude. Like, it is just him hitting this pose right here exactly, and it's not even like, it's kind of the same problem as the Scouter Vegeta, where he needs to be more crouched down and stuff, but I don't know, it's working for me. Like, this one still looks really sick, because you can tell the pose they were going for and everything. They could have made its expression a little bit better, but so far, that one is fire. That render is sick. And then Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, he looks like the blue eyes meme, bro. Like this. Do I just put him with like Super Saiyan 4 Goku? Do I like him more than Goku? Let me look at Super Saiyan 4 Goku again. I'm not gonna lie, they're basically the same to me. I'm not. There's really not that much of a difference between them for me. They're not really doing anything that different. So yeah, we'll put them both in the same tier. Sure, why not? Next I think it's DBS Vegeta. Yeah, let's look at DBS Vegeta. That one about ugly as shit. I'm not gonna lie. That one ugly as hell for the Vegeta. Like, okay, hold on. Let's look at base like this Vegeta. This one's way better than this. This one Vegeta look ugly. He has to go down here. Because, you know, the first thing I thought of, bro, it dead ass reminds me of this. Like that Goku and this Vegeta, ugly as hell. Ooh! Okay, that Super Saiyan Vegeta render is fire, low-key. Again, it's kind of like the Majin Vegeta pose, low-key, but I don't know. Vegeta looked tough as hell. Do I like it more than the Super Saiyan 2? Do I like it as much as... I don't think I like it as much as Majin Vegeta, though. I think Majin Vegeta is still the best one by far. Yeah, I think it's fair to put this guy with, like, the Super Saiyan 2 Goku. Yeah. No, that is sick. Yeah, that one is pretty sick. Let's look at God Vegeta. Okay, no, he's tough. That one's tough as... Oh. Is that as good as Majin Vegeta's? That's low-key better than God Goku. Does that go with the Majin Vegeta? I really like that much, but this Vegeta render, that's tough. That was high-key tough, I can't lie. Let's look at Blue. Blue's kind of whatever to me. He looks a little weird. No, this God Vegeta render is tough. This one in Majin Vegeta, oh yeah. Those ones are tough as hell. And I'm not, like, chat, this isn't even biased. I'm like a way bigger fan of like Super Saiyan 2 and God Goku, but the poses on these and just the way like they actually look is sick. I can't lie. Those ones are tough. Those ones are tough. Blue Vegeta was a little ugly. Where would I put him? Hold on. Super Saiyan 3 GT Goku. Would I put him like on that tier? Let me see. I mean, it's not a horrible pose. Let me compare him to like, yeah, I would say it's better than like the blue Goku one. I think that's a good comparison. Yeah, I think I like the Vegeta more than the blue Goku. I think I can put him a tier above. I think he can go there. Like compared him with like this guy. Yeah, I think that's fair. I think that's fair. Okay. Next, we've got Kid Gohan. Not bad. It's pretty much like what I would expect out of a Kid Gohan. Nothing too crazy. It's not horrible. I'd probably put it like here. Because these ones that are down here are really basic and boring. This is kind of what I expect. Like, he's literally hitting this pose right here. Just, he's got the bowl cut. I think that's a fair spot for the Gohan one. Let me see. Who is he with? Like, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta? And then, like, the Kid Gohan? Yeah, I think that's fair. I think that works. I think that works. Look at Teen Gohan. I low-key, I think I like the Kid Gohan one more. I just think, again, the pose just looks really awkward, is what it is for the Teen Gohan. Like, this pose is just really awkward on him for some reason. It's like, just, I don't know, the placement of the fist and stuff, like, I don't know. I just don't really like it. About Super Saiyan? Oh, now that one is sick. Oh, hold on. That one's tough. I think that one's one of the best ones, too. That one goes so hard. This render goes crazy. That render does go crazy. Like, I like that more than this Super Saiyan. Yeah, bro. Like, yeah, no, that render goes crazy. That Gohan pose? Oh, he looks tough. And then Super Saiyan 2. No, Super Saiyan mogs the hell out of Super Saiyan 2. I can't even lie. I think we'll put Super Saiyan 2 here. It's not bad. Again, it's just kind of basic. It kind of reminds me of like the Blue Goku one, right? That's kind of the vibes I'm getting off of that. Where he's just kind of standing there. Yeah, it's kind of like that one to me. But this Super Saiyan one, oh, that one's tough. That one is tough. Let's go base Gohan. Yeah, kind of ugly. I think I'd put it like here with the base Teen Gohan. They're kind of the same. Yeah, they both, it's just like his arms a little more extended. Like the pose is still really awkward. That's the only thing. The pose is still really awkward. This one, he looks, it's a little bit better than the last one, but nothing crazy. I just put it up here. It's better than that last one. The pose works a little more. It's just because they're like, the pose isn't doing as much, but it doesn't look off and awkward. So like it's a little bit better in my opinion. Let me say Super Saiyan 2. I would say it's basically the same as Super Saiyan 1. He's just standing there. Like he just kind of crouched down a little bit, nothing crazy. But I don't think these ones are as ugly. Like as much as I don't like the pose, it's not as ugly as like, or not that one. It's not as ugly as DBS Vegeta or this Goku, bro. These ones are ugly. I hate those ones. What about Saiyaman? Dang, they don't even have him doing the pose? That's kind of crazy. They don't even have Saiyaman in the pose. Low-key, I might take points away for that, bro. Because, like, how do you have a character like Saiyaman and you just give him the base Gohan render? Low-key, that makes me want to drop him down here just because that's, like, I'm pissed. Like, they have great Saiyaman. And they give him this? That's the pose you came up with for him? That pisses me. Like, no, he's got to go lower just for that. Even though, like, technically it's the same pose as the base Gohan, I don't care. That pisses me off. What about Ultimate Gohan? That one's that's ugly. That one ugly as shit, bro. What the fuck? Why does he look like that? His in-game model is fine. He looks good there. This render, ugly as shit, bro. Ugh. Oh, hell nah. That one's ugly. Oh, no, we're moving on, bro. Ugh. Future Gohan? He's just standing there, bro. Nothing crazy. I think we'll just put that with, like, the base Gohan. Do I like the pose? Let me see. Is that the similar pose to the Super Saiyan one? Let me check. Super Saiyan Adult Gohan? No, he's just standing there. Then Super Saiyan Future Gohan is basically the same shit. Yeah, it's just he moved his fist. Nothing super crazy, but it's not ugly. Like, it's not Ultimate Gohan, bro. That was ugly as hell. I think these ones gotta go here. Let me check like Kid Goku again. Yeah, that one's kind of like what this one is, right? Yeah. Okay, yeah, nothing super crazy on those. Next, let's look at Piccolo. Why are his arms are so big, bro? Like, I don't he looks like he's coming in to like give me a hug. Where my hug at? Like that. I don't like that, bro. Why is he coming at me like that? It's not ugly as shit though, but like, what? Why is he coming at me like that, bro? Where my hug at? That was that. Bro. What about this one? That one, I just don't like the pose. This pose is better to me. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do, we'll bump this guy up and put this guy here. Because I don't think this one is completely ugly. But the pose is awkward. And this pose is at least a little bit better. But I don't like it. Looks like he's got bear paws, bro. Like, come on. What about Nail? Nail didn't do the same shit, bro. Why they give Nail the same pose? It's even worse with Nail because he's like half naked, bro. He got his shirt on. All right, I guess I gotta put them in the same tier though. What the fuck? Why do they give him like big meaty claws, bro? What the fuck? Why is he coming at me like that, bro? Hell no. Krillin? Why are they all... Why is Krillin hitting the same fucking pose, bro? I'm gonna take points away from Krillin though, because it just looks better on Piccolo, in my opinion. But Krillin's hitting the same shit. Krillin, you are not him, bro. That is not tough. Krillin shit is not tough on you, bro. You are not Piccolo, buddy. You're not hitting that shit. What about Yamcha? The Yamcha one kind of like, it's not ugly, but like, again, like they could have made this pose way better. It's just like, yeah, it just kind of goes here in my opinion. I think it just goes down here. Yeah, none of these are really like sticking out to me after a minute. Well, Tien. Okay, Tien's is kind of good. He is hitting, like, that's an actual pose that he has hit in the series before. I think I'll put it up here. I think it's better than the fuck ass Piccolo one. That pose is a lot better. That pose is a lot better than the Piccolo. Where do I have him with? Blue Vegeta? Let's check Blue Vegeta. I low-key think Tien's is better than Blue Vegeta's even. I think Blue Vegeta might have to go down. Let me check this Super Saiyan 3 GT Goku. Yeah, I might need to respect Tien a little more. Maybe it goes up here. Because I actually really like the pose on it. Let's check out the Super Saiyan DBS Vegeta. That one is really tough, though. Oh, God Goku. I don't know. Tien is somewhere between these two for me. I think we'll leave Tien here for now, because I actually don't mind this render that much. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. The pose is a little better, and it's a little more accurate to something he actually does. What about Trunks? Trunks is basic as hell. Like that, yeah, just goes here with like Yamcha and all of them. What about Super Saiyan Trunks? Same pose. Exact same thing. So what's next? Super Saiyan Trunks. Then Melee Trunks. Melee Trunks is basically the same. I don't really feel any different about it. I would say the pose is a little bit worse, but like, again, it doesn't really stand out to me. What about this Trunks? Ugh, I'm not gonna lie, he looks lanky in that one. Is he like less buff as a Super Saiyan somehow? I feel like that's what it is. He's skinnier as a Super Saiyan somehow, and I don't know. This one's really ugly to me, actually. I'm not even gonna lie. That one's pretty ugly to me. That one is pretty ugly. What about Super Trunks? What about Buff Trunks? Okay, not bad, not bad. That one, where did I put Super Vegeta? I would say it's probably around like the same level as Super Vegeta, which is just the same tier. But that one's better. Maybe I'll move it up a tier just for that. That one is better than the other two Trunkses. Or Super Vegeta. Was his like the same? His was basically the same pose. I don't know. It just looks better proportionally on Trunks, in my opinion, though. You said, am I just rating poses? I'm rating the render as a whole, like in general. But a lot of it does come down to posing. I do like the Trunks more. This Piccolo one still makes me laugh, but it's actually better than a lot of these other ones. I can't lie. Let me see. Let me check Super Saiyan 2 Adult Gohan. That's basically the same pose as Trunks. Should I move the Gohan ones down, Loki? I don't really like that Super Saiyan 2 Gohan one that much. And the Super Saiyan? Super Saiyan's okay because he's just standing there. The Super Saiyan 2 is not that good. I think I moved that one down. But you know what? It's better than the base one, though. That's why. Yeah. No, we'll leave him here. I feel like Trunks, maybe we'll just leave him here for now. I just don't like that my C tier feels so full. It feels like really, really full. I just don't really like that, but I feel like it's just like accurate though. Cause like, I feel like if I move Super Trunks up, I'd have to move up Super Vegeta, but I just don't like Super Vegetas that much. All right, let's see DBS Trunks. It's the same pose again, dude. Like they're just all in the same pose. What about, could they give something new to Super Saiyan at least? Nope. Dude, I don't want to keep putting stuff in this tier. What Kid Trunks? Oh, hell no. Why is he looking like that, bro? He's trying to like, I don't know, that one ugly. I cannot like. Kid Trunks in Sparking Zero is just ugly in general. I really don't like that right there. He look ugly as shit to me, bro. Look, I don't know why is he trying to like mog at the screen? You see him, bro? You are not the Rizzler. Okay, low key, with him smiling and like the face being different, that actually is better. I like that more than this one. It's the same fucking pose, but the face is so much better. I actually like that one more. That one's better. That one's better. That one is much better. That one's much better. Well, Goten? I mean, it's all right. Is it the same pose as Kid Trunks? No, it's slightly different. I don't know. He looked kind of ugly to me there. What about Super Saiyan? I'm not gonna lie, both these Goten renders are kind of ugly. I think I prefer the Trunks ones, like even like this Trunks. Yeah, I can't, bro. I love Goten, but they did my boy dirty. He ugly in both of these. He's ugly in both of these. Why is Kid Trunks beefier than Melee Super Trunks? Dead ass, bro. Hey, ew, yeah, they made Goten ugly as shit. Well, oh, Vegito? Okay, he's hitting the Yo shot pose, but in a really weird angle. Like, I don't really like it that much. Let me see. Is it better than? Let's check like Super Saiyan 4 Goku's. I know I still like the Super Saiyan 4 Goku one more. This is based like I get what they're going for because hitting the Yosha. Maybe I just put it here because it's at least better than this mid Goku here. It's better than that one, but it's kind of, I would say it's yeah, around the same level as that. Let's check out Super Vegito. Okay, that one kind of tough actually. That one's actually kind of tough. I actually do like that one. That one's going up here, or maybe like here. Yeah, the base Vegito is like here. The Super Vegito one's not bad. I actually don't mind that one. It's not as ugly as the regular Vegito. Let me compare it to, let's see, like Blue Vegeta. Yeah. I think that's fair to put him there. What about Super Saiyan 3 GT? Yeah, okay. Okay, I don't mind that one. I don't mind that one. Let's check Vegito Blue. Is that the same as the... I don't know why. No, it's different. Yeah, the pose is a lot better here than the base one. Like the base one, they made him a lot, like the pose is more open and wide. Here, they like tightened it up a bit, I feel like. Yeah, like the arm is the arms are at slightly different spots, but it makes like the pose works better on Vegito Blue. That's actually not bad. It low-key looks better to me on Vegito Blue for some reason. Maybe I'm crazy, but I feel like this arm is slightly different. Let me see. Yeah, see right here it's a little more extended out. Here it's a little more in. I don't know why, chat. That completely changes how good it looks to me. Like this Yosha pose looks way better than this one. It's a very, very slight difference. Like if you look at this arm right here, that one is brought in a little bit more, and like the angle of this arm's slightly different too. Like it's bent in a little more, so it looks a lot better. Like it looks a lot better. I'm putting that Vegito right here above Vegito or Super Vegito. That one is actually not bad. That one's not bad because they made the pose tighter. It actually works way better. Like that minor difference changed everything. Now base Gogeta, I actually like this. He's hitting the or base Gogeta, I meant. He's hitting the same pose as base Vegeta is what I was gonna say, but he's low-key hitting it better than Vegeta. I can't lie. That one's good. I would say probably like Super Vegito tier, or no, maybe even higher. What's Super Vegito's again? He's just standing there. I think I put it up there with Vegito Blue. That one's good. You said the VB arm looks like he's getting prepared to punch again. Yeah, exactly. It looks a lot better. It looks a lot better. What about Super Saiyan Gogeta? Let's see. He's just standing there. It's honestly worse than the Super Vegito one. Because the Super Vegito, like he's in a bit more of like an actual pose. Here, he's just standing there, bro. Like, he's just standing there. That one drops, I think, to... Or no, that's Z Gogeta. Hold up. This one, I think, drops to like maybe down here even. Because base Vegito's is at least trying something better with like the Yosha pose. It's trying a more unique pose. That Gogeta one is dead ass like just these Trunks ones. He's just there. Like it's not a bad render, but you know. That one is basically the same. Like they just moved his arm slightly. It's not much better. The base Gogeta one's sick though. Like I actually really like this one. And they just kind of fumbled on the other Gogetas. Like this one I think is dead ass just the same tier to me. Just yeah, like it's not that much better. Like he's just kind of standing there. Let me see. Let me look at like the Super Saiyan 3 Goku one. Yeah, that one's kind of whatever. Let's look at yeah, like Great Ape and early Vegeta. Like yeah, it's kind of the same as like that in my opinion. It's not anything crazy. What about Gogeta Blue? Oh, they give him the same pose. Damn, that sucks. That's my Gogeta Blue. Well, he's down here too, because the blue doesn't change or fix anything. It's the same pose as this guy. So it doesn't really change anything. The base Gogeta, by far the best one out of those. By far the best one. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta? Dog. He's just standing there, bro. He's somehow standing there worse than this guy. That Loki might be one of the worst renders. I'm not gonna lie. He looks really awkward. That one kind of ugly. Like, let me look at Goten again. Yeah, I don't know. These Goten ones are ugly to me. That Gogeta was kind of ugly. This dude, Gogeta 4. That one, I think, like, look, bro, okay, here's how I'm thinking about it, chat. If I ever summon on Dokkan and this is the SSR I pull, I'm pissed, bro. Like, this is what I'm looking at on the banner. Oh, I'm pissed off, bro. Like, what is that, bro? Yeah, no, that one's one of the ugliest renders by far. Gotenks. Okay, hold on. He's kind of saucing a little bit. Okay, I like the little pose that he's doing there. Actually, I think it'll go Super Vegito tier. Or hold on, let me look at Super Vegeta because he's just standing there, right? I think it goes up here, low key. I think I'm gonna put it here because I don't think it's as good as Vegito Blues though. Like, Vegito Blues is kind of sick. I do like this Gotenks one though. Like, I don't know. He's kind of vibing. I'm kind of vibing with it. Let's check the other ones. Let's check his other forms. Super Saiyan. Oh, okay. Wait. Oh, these Gotenks ones are kind of sick. Okay, Gotenks. Hold on. I'm going to keep Super Saiyan right here for now. Let's see Super Saiyan 3. If it's better. Okay, that one's worse. That one's worse. Okay, what I'm going to do. I think I really like that Super Saiyan Gotenks one. I really like, I don't know, that render is really cool. That render is really good. I like the pose on the Gogeta more, but I don't know, Gotenks kind of saucy with it. He's kind of styling. And then I think Super Saiyan 3 just goes, that one's really ugly. I think that one goes like, it's better than Gogeta 4. So I think it's got to go there at least. But it is really just ugly. The pose is just, what is that? What is he doing, bro? Like, what is he doing there, bro? This one's fire though. This one is Aura. Videl is Videl. not much to say. She's just kind of there. But this C tier getting full as hell. But we'll kind of work our way through it. So far, these 3 renders have mogged this entire list. And let me show y'all for anyone who hasn't showed up yet. Those 3 renders have cooked everything. Majin Vegeta here, fire. God Vegeta, look at that, bro. And then this Super Saiyan Gohan. Those 3 renders have mogged this whole list so far. Those ones are so sick. Those ones are so sick. Low key, maybe Gotenks goes up there too. I really like this render. We'll leave it for now. Roshi. He's just Roshi. Not much to say. He is just Roshi. What about Buff Roshi? Is it better? No, it's the same shit, bro. He is just there. He is just there. I low-key might try. I might bump Gotenks up. Regular dude. You said Super Saiyan Gohan's the only one you like up there. You didn't like the Majin Vegeta, really? I thought the Majin Vegeta was good. But that's good. I don't disagree though. This one's probably the best one out of them for sure. Let's see Frieza. All right, bro. All right, Frieza. What about second form? He looks ugly as fuck, bro. Why? The first form Frieza was way better because he's just like a little gremlin. This one, like, he's all neck, bro. I don't know. This one ugly. Ugh. Yeah, no, that one's got to go down here. That one's ugly. That one about as ugly as Gogeta 4. I can't lie. Like, look, they're hitting the same shit. No, these ones are. No, that one's ugly. That one's ugly. What about third form? Okay, actually. Him facing forward changes everything because you really get to see his design really good. That one's a good one. I think that one goes probably at least base Vegito. I think that's at least base Vegito. You said Frieza second form Aura? No, Frieza second form Musty, bro. Look at that shit, bro. Hell no. Third form Frieza's sick though. I actually like that. Let me look at base Vegito. Because, like, who else is in that tier? Base Vegito, the Piccolo one. This Piccolo one's still funny to me, bro, because why he got bear claws at me, bro. But the pose is better than, like, this Piccolo. But, yeah, I think third form Frieza should go up here. Let me look at, like, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, like, Goku. Yeah, I feel like that one and third form Frieza, I agree that they're kind of on the same tier. I think they're on the same tier there. Second form Frieza way down here, bro. That shit ugly. What about final? Third form's better. I can't lie. That, you know what it is? This is the same pose as second form, but it works so much better. Like it is better than second form, not by much, but it's better. It's not down here. It's better than second form. It's better than second form. I can't lie. And like I think the tail really helps bring it all together too. What about full power? Okay, that's actually not that bad. That's actually not that bad. The pose isn't crazy, but I think it's pretty good. I think it's pretty good. You said it's the bang animation? No, I'm not talking about this. Like that part, like that's separate. I'm talking about this on the left. That's what I'm looking at. It's fully. I'm fully looking at the actual render on the left. But yeah, this one's not bad. This one's not bad. Mecha Frieza, it's literally the same shit as Final Form Frieza. It's the same pose. And now, what about DBS Frieza? If that's next, yeah, DBS Frieza. Oh, bro. They just took they just turned him forward, but I don't know, bro. Look. It looks like he needs to crack his back, bro. This one ugly. That was ugly, bro. I'm sorry, bro. That was gross. This was ugly as shit, bro. I can't lie. That was ugly. All right, let's go golden. Okay, that one's better. That one's better. I think that one's probably around the same as like Final Form Frieza. Yeah, I'd say they're pretty similar. That one's okay. That one goes like here. But that CBS base Frieza, that shit ugly, bro. Hell no. Cell. Okay, I actually don't mind that one. I think the pose, again, like a lot of these renders, the problem is the poses look really stiff, so they looks like picture day, right? Like they're uncomfortable as hell. So I think that Cell one for now goes here. This C tier full of shit, but like that's genuinely how I feel. A lot of these are just the same poses and shit, so I'm not really like a fan of them. Let's see second form Cell. He's just standing there, bro. It's really not that much better than this one. They're basically the same. Again, this Cell one had potential just because like it's first from Cell. If they would have had him put like his arm on his knee, this one would have been fire. But I don't know. He looks like he looks like he about shit himself. I'm not gonna lie. Show Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. All right, bro. Look at this shit. Who is that, bro? Like, look at this guy, bro. Bro, this was ugly, bro. Oh hell no. Oh hell no, bro. Look at that. Look at Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, bro. Let's look at Perfect Cell. It's the same pose as second form, bro. Or it's not the same pose as second form, but it's not any better. It's not any better. I think all the cells just go here, unless Super Perfect changes shit. Let's see. Oh, whoa, that chat. Oh, holy mog chat. Oh, nah. Instant peak. Oh, they cooked. Oh, how did they fuck up every other cell but that one? Bro, the shading on it and everything, the lightning. Oh yeah, no, they went crazy. They went crazy on this one. Instant aura. No, that one's fire. That one is so sick. I don't even like Cell that much. This one's so fire. That render, oh my god, that one mogged the entire list. Easy. Cell Junior. All right, bro. Yeah, you got that, Cell Junior. You can go down here with your daddy. Or top of, yeah, like the tiers aren't ordered. Let me specify that. They're just in the tier. Cells though, that render is so fucking good, dude. That render is so fucking good. All right, Cell Junior. Who was next? Boo. He's just Boo. He's just standing there. I kind of want to put it with like third form. It's just Boo standing there though, but it kind of works for Boo. Like I don't know why the basic pose of him just standing there low-key works for him. I think he's better than like the Cell Junior we just saw, right? I'll put him there. I think I'll put him there for now. Let's see. Let's check out Evil Boo. Okay, I actually like him standing sideways. That one's kind of tough. That's kind of tough. I like that. Let me see. Let me compare him to base Gotenks. Let me look at base Gotenks again. No, Gotenks is way better. I gotta move him down. Base Gotenks way better. Base Gotenks is way better. Super Boo. I don't like that one that much, bro. Like why is he smiling at me like that? He looks like he just like peed himself. Let's put him down here. Which Mog's more, Super Perfect Cell or Gogeta? Definitely Gogeta. Super Saiyan 4 for sure. Let's check out Bootanks. Raw. That one's kind of raw. That one's kind of raw. That pose is like actually what he does too. So I think that one's going up with base Gotenks. I think that one goes up with base Gotenks. Anything with Gotenks, chat, they just cooked, except for Super Saiyan 3. Can I hop in VC? Well, I'm making this into a video is the thing. I'm like recording right now. Buhan. Let's go Buhan. Okay, that one. Why does his tentacle look fat, bro? It looks swollen. It looks like he got a bump on his head, bro. That one's I'm not gonna lie, that was really ugly. Just because of the angle. The angle here, like, if they would have turned him to the side so you could see the tentacle a little more, or the antenna, then sure. But it just looks like he's got a big bump on his head, bro. Like someone like he just went to the barber, bro. That's what this looks like. That one's ugly. All right, let's look at Kid Buu. Let's look at Kid Buu. That one, I mean, it's very Kid Buu. It's very Kid Buu. Do I like it more than Super Buu? Let me see. Let's check out regular Super Buu. It's low-key the same pose, but Kid Buu is hitting it way better. Kid Buu is actually hitting that way better, so I'll put it up with, like, these Boos. Just because, like, I don't know, it just works better on Kid Buu. Let's look at Hercule. Why does he look like he's gonna tickle me, bro? Why does he look like the tickle monster, bro? Look at... I don't like that one. It's not an ugly render. I just don't like that he's looking at me like the tickle monster, bro. What the fuck? Why is he looking like that? What the hell? Get that off my screen right now. Chaozu. Okay, Chow, I'm not gonna lie. If you've seen what Chaozu is in Sparky Zero, this one's really fucking funny. I low-key want to bring it like way up here. That one's high-key really funny. Because that is deadass how Chaozu flies. That one's actually really fucking funny. The Blue Goku? Okay, I'll show Blue Goku in a second. I'm not gonna lie, this one is really funny. Blue Goku, though, he looks like this. It's an okay pose. I think the God pose is better. The angle is a lot better than this one. Chaozu or Super Saiyan 4 Kushida. But that's Blue Goku right there. And not bad, not bad. Where are we at next? Yajirobe? That is just Yajirobe. That is straight up just Yajirobe, so, you know, I think he just goes here. This C tier fat as hell, chat, I'm not gonna lie. But again, it's because all of these just have really basic poses that are just like whatever. Like, they're not ugly like these ones. They're not horrible, but they're just whatever, you know? My sweet boy, why is he just standing like that? Yeah. Like, let me show you like UI Omen Goku, for example. Like, that one is just, I really don't like it. Blue Goku's is way better, in my opinion. It's just kind of him standing there. Like, to me, that one, and let's take like Mecha Frieza, are basically the same level. They're just standing, like, they're literally standing almost exactly the same. That's why C tier is just so full, because that's what a lot of these have been. Like Gogeta Blue, for example. Gogeta Blue, again, he's just kind of standing there. Let's look at Pan next. I like the expression. That's not bad. But the pose, it kind of reminds me of just like these other ones we've seen here, like Yajirobe's. It's really not that much different than Yajirobe, I can't lie. The expression is not bad, but again, it's just like not doing too much for me. Let's just put Pan here. What about Oob? Let's see what they did in my goat. He's just Oob, bro. He's just there. Again, like, yeah, Oob's is not that much better than Pan's. But I don't think I could say the Pan one's better than, like, even though I put like this Buu way up there, but I don't know why, like, it's just Buu's design makes this pose work. I don't know how to explain it. And like Evil Buu's is kind of sick. Like, this one is better than the Pan one to me. The Evil Buu one. They couldn't have done any powering up. Yeah, like power ups would have been good. Let me see where we just did. Ooh, let's look at Majub. It's slightly better than regular Oob. I can give it that. It's a little better. I like the hand being up. I think it can go up to like the tier with Kid Buu. I think it can go up there. I don't think it's that bad. Ooh, Bardock. Let's see what they do with to my boy Bardock. Regular ass pose, bro. Yeah, you go right here. All right. Anyway, Raditz. It's basically the same, bro. It's literally like the same thing. He literally picked his arm up. That's it. You know what it is? So many of these just have a character with like their arm at the side, and it's just kind of whatever. Let's look at Cyberman. Honestly, not bad. Like that is very much Cyberman. That is very Cyberman. I think it goes up with Majuv at least. And like the kid, it's basically like I said with the Fat Boo one, where the design just makes it work. It's kind of similar to that. Let's look at Nappa. I like the pose a little more than like Oobs that we've seen. I think I like it a little bit. I think I put it with Cyberman maybe, because I think it's better than most of these other ones. Like this one's low-key better than the UI Goku one. Yeah, I can't lie. The Nappa one's kind of better than that. I think that Nappa goes there. What about Zarbon? Okay, I like the open hands. I do like the hands being open on Zarbon. I think I'll put it with like Nappa. I think that's fair. I think that's a fair spot for Zarbon. Because I like the hands being open. It's a little bit better than the Pan or Oob where they're just kind of there. These are just regular like yearbook pictures, bro. What about Super Zarbon? I honestly I feel like it's about the same as regular Zarbon. Him being bigger and like like you know what it is? This posing to me is better than what they did with like Super Trunks. Like they're pretty similar because Zarbon's also really big and buff, but the angle's a little bit better than the Super Trunks, so I'll put him up here. And like Super Vegeta too. Dodoria. He is just standing there, bro. He's not even posing, bro. Someone just took a picture of him like off guard. That's all that is, bro. That's just an off guard picture of him. Kui next. That's just Kui. All right. Ginyu. Okay, I gotta dock points. It's actually not horrible, but the fact that it's Ginyu and you didn't, it's basically what I said with Saiyaman. You have a character like Ginyu or Saiyaman and you didn't give them a better pose. You know what they should have done? This right here. Hold on. That pose right there should have been Yamcha's. That would have been a really good render for Yamcha. That pose for Ginyu, perfect Yamcha render right there. Perfect Yamcha render. But they gave it to Ginyu and it just doesn't look that good. Let's look at Raccoon. That is Raccoon. Like, yep, that sure is Raccoon. Birder. That is Birder. Yeah. That is Birder. What about I could low-key move the whole Ginyu Force down. Jace's isn't bad. I like that he's kind of swaying to the side a bit. That one's the best Ginyu Force one by far. But like I could low-key put all the Ginyu Force down here with Ginyu because they all should be doing way better poses, but still. Do you remember that Xenoverse stream when I was grinding the Birder attack? Yeah, bro, that shit took forever. It was annoying. Guldo? Low-key, Guldo's is good. Him doing like the palms, that's low-key not bad. I'd put it in the same tier as Jace. I'd put it right next to Jace. I kind of like the Jace and Guldo kind of cooked for the Ginyu Force. Well, King Cold. That's King Cold. That is King Cold. It's literally, it's funny. It's the Zarbon monster pose, but worse. Because again, it's the character design. It just doesn't really work for this pose that well. 16. Why does he look like that, bro? I don't know. He's kind of ugly, but it's not as bad as some of these other ones. I do remember that, RT, how you were acting, yes. 17? It's literally the same shit. Yeah, that is 17. Well, DBS 17. It's the same pose. They're both hitting the same pose. Pretty much. It's slightly different, but like no, it's still just as ugly. What about 18? Okay, I like 18s more than 17s. I like it more than 17s. It's actually like it's I think it's a pose she's definitely hit before. I like the positioning of this leg is what it is. It's literally all it is. I'm gonna move it up slightly just for that. It looks a little bit better. 19? That's 19. Jaro? That's Jaro. Like chat, like part of why I'm making this too is just to point out which of these renders are really good. Because like I said, I've mentioned this a few times. This is what the character select screen, once it loads, hold up. This is what it looks like in the game right now. I'm not gonna lie, even some of these ugly ones, like Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Actually, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is dead ass the same here. I can't even say that. But like this Goku I thought was really ugly. It would still look better than this. Is my point. And I just wanted to go through all of them and point out, like, just kind of pick out which ones are my favorites and which ones, if they were to update the roster, what type of renders they should focus on. Bobbity is next. Honestly, not a bad pose. It kind of reminds me of Guldos, and this actually really fits Bobbity a lot. That actually is really fitting for Bobbity. I think it low-key goes up here like Boo Tanks. Because it's a really good Bobbity render. For like any other character, I'm saying whatever. For Bobbity, yeah, honestly, it's not bad for Bobbity. That's actually not bad for Bobbity at all. Deborah. Deborah looks like he's in like a Sheldon pose, bro. I'm not gonna like Sheldon Cooper, bro. Let's look at Frieza Soldier next. Wait, is Frieza Soldier not on here? Frieza Soldier's not on here. So this guy just goes down here. He's just not on the list. Okay. Next we got Broly. Okay, as much as this is just regular dude, that is who Broly is. For base 4 Broly, that kind of works. Because that deadass is just who he is. He is just a regular dude. They could have given him a better pose, though. I won't lie. Maybe I move it down to C. Yeah, it's not as good as Guldos. But it's not bad for Broly. Let's look at Super Saiyan. Okay, that one's like, okay, come on. For Super Saiyan Broly, like now we're tweaking. What about Legendary? That is ugly as shit. Oh hell nah. He looks tiny, bro. He looks tiny, and it looks like he's like he's got a crick in his neck, bro. Like he's got to crack it. Oh nah. They disrespected Z Broly, bro. This one's awful. That one sucks. That one's awful. DBS Broly, though? Low-key, not bad. Low-key, better than Z Broly. I'll put that up here. Not a bad pose. I like the smirk on his face. That one's sick. That one is sick. Let's look at regular Super Saiyan. Same pose, but you know what? Works for Broly. Not bad for Broly. DBS. Oh! I really like the pose. Okay. I think that goes up here with Gotenks at least. No, that's better than Bobbity. That goes up here. I actually really like the posing there. You know what? Yeah, that one and like Super Saiyan Gotenks, I'd agree that they are the same tier. Yeah. No, that one's a good render. That one's actually really good. I really like the posing on that guy. Yep, that one's good. Garlic Jr. That's the ugliest fucking Garlic Jr. No, that one ugly as shit. That one's ugly as shit. That one's just like, that's the same problem as Z Broly, bro. They were both just as ugly as each other. I cannot lie. They are both extremely ugly. What about Wheelo? What do you even do with Wheelo? You know what? Basic ass pose, but it's Wheelo. So like low key, that's what I would expect from Wheelo. That's what I would expect from Wheelo. I can't lie. That's basically exactly what I would imagine for Wheelo. And now next one, 4RT. His hair looks fucking awful. I can't lie. The pose is okay. I think it at least goes here. It goes at least B tier. It goes like compared to like this DBS Broly one, or not base Broly, DBS Broly. Like yeah, I think the pose is good on Turles. That the pose is actually good. It's just what did they do to his hair, bro? Like again, the in-game model looks great. The in-game hair model, Turles looks fire right here. But the render is ugly. But the pose is good. Lord Slug. Lord Slug's is okay. It's just that is Lord Slug, yeah. What about Giant Slug though? Do they cook any harder? It's basically the same. It's really not that much different at all. It's literally the same shit. You don't wash that dirty ass hair. That literally, yeah, it looks like he didn't wash his hair, bro. It literally looks like he hasn't washed it in a week. Greasy as hell. Cooler. Better than Frieza's. I think that goes here with like Turtle. Yeah, better than the Frieza one. That's actually not bad. What about Final Form Cooler? Okay, that pose is sick. That one's actually fire. I really like Cooler's design too. But no, that one is sick. That one I think goes with... I think DBS Broly's is still better. I think that goes here with like Bobbity Wheelo, Gotenks. Yeah, I think it goes in this tier. I actually really like the Cooler one. That one's actually not bad. They still could have done a better one, but it's not bad. Meta Cooler, it's the same as the other Cooler. Cooler, they kind of cooked a little bit. Do I know AGL Godku? Yeah, like in Dokkan, yeah. 13. Why does he look like that, bro? You know what he looks like? He looks like a Gumby. That's what 13 looks like right now, bro. Is that the right thing? Gumby? Is that what I'm thinking of? Hold on. Let me look this up. Hold on. Let me type Gumby. That is what 13 looks like there, bro. Hold on. Hold on, chat. It's loading. My computer's slow as shit. Y'all know this. Meta Cooler choke me like I owe you energy. That's crazy. Yeah, my computer being way too fucking slow. Just look up Gumby, bro. I can look it up on my phone. My computer's just being slow. Just know that this looks like Gumby. I think that's what I'm thinking of. That has the same pose 13's hitting, and that is ugly as hell. We're moving it down. It's going down here to ugly as shit. Now, Super 13. Not bad. It's kind of just a regular ass pose. It's better than regular 13. I can give it that. Let me compare it to like Giant Slug. Yeah. What about Bojack? He's kind of just standing there. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. Well, full power, Bojack. I'm not gonna lie, that one's ugly. That one's really ugly. I'd prefer the base Bojack over that. The full power Bojack is ugly as hell. Bojack. And go, yeah, he's ugly as hell. Big Janemba. Honestly, I really like it. That's like that is the perfect render for Janemba. I don't think it's peak like those ones, but oh, that's the wrong Broly. What the hell? Where was this guy? Was he an ugly? Yeah, he was an ugly. I meant to grab this guy. I'll put him like up here. You said, does he need defense or damage? Defense. He'll do plenty of damage post revive, especially if you pop the active. God Goku will be fine on damage. You want defense. Let's look at Super Janemba now. Honestly, not bad. I think I like the big Janembas more. I can put him like here. That's not a bad one. That is basically like his fighter's intro. Broly on mono green. Let's look at Tapion. That is dead ass the Trunks pose. Oh, I'm sick of that pose, bro. Get that pose off my screen. Get that shit out of here, bro. The Hyrudigarn. I don't really like it as much as Janemba's. It's kind of basic for a giant. Let me check. Is it better than Giant Slug, though? Honestly, not really that much better than Giant Slug. Yeah, it's kind of whatever. Tapion and Hyrudigarn can sit next to each other. Baby. All right. That's Baby. What about Baby 1? Okay, that's better. That's a more dynamic pose. I like that. That one's better. That one bumps up to B. Now let's check out Super Baby 2. All right, this was I think it's about as good as Baby 1, I can't lie. It's part of it's just Baby 2's design is really good, so like it just works. Hold on. Where did he go? What happened to Super Baby 2? Did I drop him somewhere by accident? Hello? Where did Super Baby 2 go? Chat, am I blind? Can someone help me find him? What happened to Super? Oh, there he is. There he is. There we go. Okay. What about Great Ape? I'm not gonna lie, it's a little ugly, but it's not horrible, I guess. It's like Hyrudegarn. I wouldn't say it's any worse than Hyrudegarn. No, actually, it is pretty ugly. Yeah, no, looking at it again, Hyrudegarn's is definitely better. Hyrudegarn's isn't bad, it's just the pose is kind of whatever. Sin Shinron. That is ugly as fuck. Oh, hell no, bro. Nah, look, bro, that one ugly as shit. Oh, hell no. Look at Sin Shinron, bro. What about Omega? That one's ugly too. Oh, nah. They made Omega and Sin chopped as fuck. Oh, nah. Nah, bro. That's crazy. What about Spopovich? Honestly, what I would expect for Spopovich. Not too bad. Not too bad. I'd put it up here. It's not, yeah, I think Super Janemba's is much better. Pretty much, like, honestly, not bad for considering it. It could have been the Trunks pose again, so. Beerus? Okay, that's good. That's not bad for Beerus. Again, just about what I would expect from a Beerus render. Not as crazy as, like, Janembas or Coolers, but a good one for Beerus. That's a good one. What about Whis? Same thing for Whis. Those are good. Those are good. I'm actually a fan of those. B tier, like all the B tier ones are the ones I think that are like pretty decently good. Could be better, but not like these ones are all just the really boring basic ones is what C tier is. And then these ones just are ugly as shit. But Whis is good. Whis is pretty good. You saw it and you thought it was Black Frieza. What about Goku Black? Is that Deadass? Hold on. Okay, no, it's not the same render as that. Is it the DBS Goku render though? No. Is it this render? It's pretty similar to that render. That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, it's pretty much the same. So I think it has to go in the C tier. Because the pose are just kind of whatever for, I mean, Goku Black. What about Rose? It's the same pose. Okay. Like, yeah, I don't think those ones are that interesting. Like this, the end Goku render, way better pose and everything. Like, I don't think I could put it the same tier as that. I mean, that one's up here, though. Blue Goku's still better, too. It's a better pose, yeah. Not gonna lie. What about Zamasu? Okay, that one's fire. That one is sick. I really like this. Okay, no, that one is fire. That one goes up here with, like, Janemba and God Goku and all of them. I actually really like the pose on this one. That is such a good pose for Zamasu. They could have given him just a basic one. That is such a good pose. What about Fusion Zamasu? Oh, that's corrupt. Hold on. Let's do regular Fusion. Oh! Now that one's... They didn't even give this pose to Frieza. I think that's one of the best ones. That one, I think, goes up here with, like, Cell. I really like that. Now, only thing that would make this better is the halo in the background. That would make this 100% perfect. This is a fire good one. This is really good. Really, 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 really good. Corrupt Zamasu, not as good. But I like the expression a lot, so that's giving it a lot of bonus points to me. I think that goes just right below. Because the expression and face is, like, really, really good. I really like that. Alright, next we got Hit. Good, that's a good one. I like I feel the same way about it as I do, like, Beerus. It's, like, a good pose for Hit. But it's not as good as, like, Zamasu's. I feel like Zamasu's, this one's just so much more dynamic. This one's just Hit, like, squaring up. It's fitting for Hit, though. Frost. I mean, it's not the worst. That's Frost. Well, Kaba. Honestly, not bad. I actually like that one. Where's Base Vegeta? I think it's better than Base Vegeta's, Loki. Where's Base Vegeta's at? He's up here. Is it as good as, like, Janemba, though? Nah. That's a good pose for Kaba, though. I really like that. Let's check the other forms. Low key, the Super Saiyan, I think the face works a lot better on him, Super Saiyan. That one might get bumped up just for that. For now, we'll keep him in the same tier, though. Well, I'll move Super Saiyan up if Super Saiyan 2 sucks. We'll see. Yeah, that one kind of sucks. That one's just, he's just kind of standing there again. No, I don't think I can bump up Super Saiyan Kaba then. Because they are the same pose. It's just the face and expression works better when he's a Super Saiyan. The pose just feels more dynamic. There's a peak tier, see? Peak right here. It says peak. Let's look at Caulifla. That's Caulifla. Not a bad pose, but she is just low-key standing there. Super Saiyan Caulifla. Honestly, it's better. The face, again, it's kind of like, it's the same thing with Super Saiyan Kaba, where it works better because of the face. Oh, and Kava's not in peak like in the thumbnail. Yeah, no, that's that. No, I'm gonna surprise you, but that was clickbait. Who would have thought? Kale, I actually really like the pose. I really like that Kale pose. It's like for Kale, that's super good. I think it goes up here, low key. That is like perfect for Kale. That one's super good. How am I a LARPer? I'm a LARPer because they didn't put it on the website. Like, my fault. Next time I'll make the website. Okay, now you're losing me. This one, it's better than Zebroly. I can't lie. That one's better than Zebroly's. But it's still really basic. She could have been even buffer, to be honest. Let's put this Kale. Now that one's ugly. That one about ugly as shit. It's SSJ2 Caulifla? I mean, yeah. Yeah, it's Super Saiyan 2. That's what I'm saying. They only included that one and not regular Super Saiyan. That's not my fault. Base form Kefla. Yeah, that one's fucking ugly. That one's really fucking ugly. I said Super Saiyan. She's transformed, bro. You know what I meant. Where's Super Saiyan Kefla? It's better than the base form. It's the same pose, but it looks way better on this Kefla. It looks way better on that Kefla. And what about Super Saiyan 2? Not bad, actually. Not the best pose for her, but it's pretty interesting. I actually don't mind it. I don't mind that one at all. Is it like Super Saiyan 2 Kaba's? Yeah, but she's hitting it way better. Like, Kefla's hitting that pose way better than Kaba. Where's Kaba's Super Saiyan 2? It's down here. Yeah, I'll put Kefla right here. That's not bad. Can we miss some Nasui Supermarket? Yeah, we will. Well, Jiren. That is Jiren. That's all I gotta say. That's Jiren. That is Jiren. Well, full power. It looks like he's itchy. He looks like he's about to go scratch himself. I would say that's about the same as the other Jiren. Can't lie. But yeah, that's Jiren, and then that's Jiren at full power. Well, Topo. Yeah, nothing crazy. Just a regular ass Topo. Well, God Topo? Okay. He is just standing, but it's a better pose for it. It's a better pose for him just standing. Let me see. That's where did I have regular? That was regular Super Saiyan Kefla. Yeah. Okay. I'd say Topo's about that level. Dispo. Honestly, not bad for Dispo. I think I want to put him here too. I think the base Kale is still better. Not bad for Dispo though. Low key, the pose kind of works for her. I think that bumps her up for me. Oh wait, what happened to Bergamo? Oh, he's after Rebrienne. The tier list has it backwards. That's why. Okay. But yeah, I like the Rebrienne pose. Not bad. I would put it about the same as like the Dispo one. It like for Rebrienne's character, it works. What about Bergamo? I would say about the same actually. I actually like the angling of the pose and everything, and it works for his character. Or Bergamo here. Let me grab Kunkunsa. I would say about the same. Like these poses are at least better. So I think they go in here just off of that. Rosie. Again, not a bad. That's actually a good pose. I feel like pretty much the same about all of these. Let me move Bergamo here just so they can be together. Like, I think all three of the girls had poses that fit their characters, and it's not like that. It's not like just a really basic ass pose, like base or Super Saiyan Caulifla. Like, I feel like anyone can hit these poses. These ones fit the characters a little more. That's what I like about them, that they're a little more tailored to the characters. I like the smirk, but otherwise it's not anything crazy. But like, it's still going down here. Now there's Superhero Gohan. Good pose. Like the pose. Like the pose. That's why I'd put it here. Now this one I've seen before. That one goes hard. Super Saiyan Gohan from Superhero. Yeah, that one goes hard. I don't think it's like... I think it's here. I don't think it's up here with like Cell or Zamasu. But it's a really good pose. Like, let me see. Let me check out like Zamasu or like DBS. Let me check DBS Broly again. That render of Gohan is really sick. This one is actually really fire. I am a big fan of this render. I'm part of my bias wants to bump it up. No, S tier is fine. This tier is fine for it actually. Yeah, I have it above like Kale. Yeah, that's good. That's good. It could go up though. It's good. It's good. You know what? Now I'm doing it. I'm putting it up there. It is really good. Ultimate Gohan. That one's not bad. I actually really like it. You know what? Actually, Ultimate Gohan can go here. Yeah, and then Super Saiyan. I think the Super Saiyan one's better, but this one's not horrible. That one's actually a good pose. I'll go Beast. You're losing me a little bit with Beast. That is just Beast standing there. I think it's got to go like B tier with like the base Gohan, because again, they're not. It's just not doing anything interesting. It's basically this, but turned the other way. Like, that's all it is. Now let's look at Piccolo. Ooh. No, that Piccolo one is... I like the pose with the hand out. Oh, yeah, that's the best Piccolo one by far. I think that one's got to go up here with the Super Saiyan. No, that one's sick. The angle, like the depth, the pose is really dynamic. That one's sick, dude. I love that Piccolo one. Hold on. What about this guy? Okay, that's like his basic pose, but it still looks really good. I think I'd put it like A tier. It's not doing... I think Ultimate Gohan's is still better. I like the posing on it more. And this is like the iconic Piccolo pose, yeah. Let's see Orange Piccolo. All right, now you're losing me a little bit, bro. That one's kind of like where Beast is at now. As much as I love Orange Piccolo, the pose itself is just... What, he just got big meaty claws. What about Giant Orange Piccolo? That one is even worse. Yeah, like that one's even worse. That one's going here. Like, yeah, that one's not that good. Let's about Gamma 1. Good pose. Good pose. Not bad. I'd put it, yeah, with like Orange Piccolo-ish. It's not bad. It's not as good as like this. I think this one's still a better pose, but that's a good Gamma 1. Well, Gamma 2. Gamma 1's is better. I'm sorry to break it to y'all, but Gamma 1's pose is much better than Gamma 2's. My goat, that's my goat Gamma 2, and they look at how they massacred him, bro, with that pose. Cell Max, pretty basic, pretty basic. I'd put it down here with like Gamma 2. It's just the giant renders aren't that great in this game because they all just kind of standing there. They're not really doing anything crazy. Daima Goku Super Saiyan. It's not a bad pose. Base Goku does not have one on there. Dokkan card art, true. That is his Dokkan art. Mini Super Saiyan. Do I put it with like Gamma 1? I think I'd put it with Gamma 1. I think it's about that good. Mini Vegeta. Okay, like just him crossing his arms. About what I... Mini Super Saiyan 4 doesn't have one either. Okay. There's a lot of Diamond ones missing. I'd put Vegeta with Goku. I think they're pretty similar in terms of quality. Yeah, I think they're pretty good. What about this one? Ooh, okay, he's a little more tough in that one. Okay, I actually really like the pose. We'll put him up here with Piccolo. I think that one looks really good for Daima Vegeta. About Super Saiyan 2. I'm not gonna lie, that one's low-key kind of ugly, but the pose is more dynamic. I'll put it with base. I think it's I think it goes with base. It's just the angle's weird. I just don't really like it that much. What about Super Saiyan 3? That one's basically the same as base is the thing, but The hair being out though is pretty sick. I'll put it with base also. You know what we'll do? We'll put this one with base. We'll move Super Saiyan 2 down. I think that's more fair. Next we got Gloria. He is just standing there, but it's a more dynamic pose. So I guess I can put it up here with this guy. No, actually, he is just standing there, bro. It's not that crazy. Where's Pansy? She's hitting the same pose as Gloria. All right. Let's see who's next. My goat Ku. Okay, he's hitting the base Daima Vegeta pose. It's the same pose, bro. He's hitting that same one. They could have given him a goofier pose though, because it's Ku. And then we got Shallot. Okay, that is like the Shallot pose. Not bad. Hold on, we're missing a bunch. None of the second Daima DLC is on the website for some reason. So these guys are all missing renders. Shallots though, that is like the Shallot pose. So I'll give it up for... Wait, yeah, like with Super Saiyan Mini Vegeta. Like that one's like the Shallot pose, right? So I gotta give it some bonus points for that. Maybe I'll move it to B though. I don't know. I do like it. It is like the Shallot pose. I'll leave it there for now. All right, so that's all the characters currently in the game though. Here's the renders for the upcoming characters. Super Saiyan Bardock's, dude. Oh, him with the walk, fire. Absolute cinema. We'll just go in order of what the website has. Where's Super Saiyan Bardock? Is he not on this? No, he's right here. Okay, there we go. That one's fire. Him with the walk, aura. Absolute cinema. That one is sick. The walk render is so good. That one is so good. Next we have Champa. I really like the pose. I can't lie. It's him doing the planet. He mogged the hell out of Beerus. That one is good. Honestly, peak. These are slightly out of order. There's Champa. I'm low-key not gonna lie, that one goes up here too. That render is really good. Chilai. I like the pose. I'd put it with like Shallot or Kale. I think I could put it there. I think that's fair for it. Chilled. Why is he hitting it like that, bro? I don't know. That's kind of ugly. It's a good pose. I'll put it B tier. It's just a weird angle. I just don't like the angle of it, but it's not a bad pose for Chilled. DKP. Ooh, he's hitting that. Okay, yeah, that one's fire. That one's a good pose. It's not peak. It goes here at the very least, though. Low key, actually, no, it goes here. But let me look at Ultimate Gohan again from Superhero. Yeah, no, DKP is hitting that. What about my boy Ader? That goofy ass render, bro. I think I'm gonna put it here. I think Chilled's was still a little better. It's not a bad, like, it works for Android 8. And I do love my boy Android 8, but the render's not that great for him. That is my guy, but it's not a great render of him. Fasha. She's just kind of standing there. There's Fasha. There we go. She's low-key just standing there. Oh, General Blue's hitting that, bro. General Blue's hitting that. I can't lie. That's got to go up here to like A tier. That's a good pose. Low-key, I think it goes here with DKP. Because that's just a really iconic pose. It's a good render. That's a really good render. Grandpa Gohan. That's my goat, but he's also just standing there. He is just high-key just standing there, bro. Like Fasha. Hellfighter. Okay, that one's tough. Hellfighter 17 is kind of tough. I can't lie. That was pretty tough. Let me put him with... I think General Blues is a little bit better. Yeah, I would say it's about the same energy as like the Super Saiyan Mini Vegeta in terms of toughness. Like, yeah, it's kind of the same vibes. But that one is tough. Like, the expression is just tough. Jacko. Yep, that's exactly what I want for Jacko. As much as that's like the expected thing, it's peak, bro. That is the Jacko pose. Because you gotta remember, we're like to see these in game on the roster. That one's fire. That's the Jacko pose. He's even hitting it over here, bro. Like, that is his pose. That's what you do with Jacko. King Vegeta. That's King Vegeta, all right. Not a bad pose though, but he is low-key just kind of there. But yeah, he just kind of got his fist up. Tao. Okay, now he is just standing there, but he's Tao. I'll go up one extra tier because like it just works with Tao, bro. Like he's got the hands behind the back. It's kind of like the Beerus or Whis one, low-key. That's kind of what the render reminds me of, but it's Tao. Tao's in-game model looks really sick, by the way. But yeah, that one low-key is like about the same as Whis's, in my opinion. Yeah. Well, Mighty Mask. I actually really like the pose. This was goofy as fuck. I actually really like the pose. Where's Mighty Mask, bro? I'll put it with Tao. I'll put it with Tao. Who's next? Nam. Ooh, he's hitting the pose. Okay, that's my goat right there. My goat Nam. I think he's got to go with Hellfighter 17 at least, because that is a good render. If the pose was more dynamic, it'd be better. But now Nova Shinra is just kind of standing there like Hellfighter 17, but like he's not as tough. Maybe I put him in like B. Let me see. Yeah, because I don't think it's better than like Tao's. Yeah, I'll leave him in B. Icon. Okay, the pose kind of raw though. I actually like the pose being like his legs are a little more open and stuff. The pose kind of works for me. I low-key like it. It'll go up here with Nam. Where did I put? Yeah, Nova's down here with Mighty Mouse. I think Nam's pose is still better. Yeah, I agree with that. The Pycon one's kind of sick. I like that. Okay, Salza's kind of tough. All these DLC ones are pretty good. They kind of cooked on these a little harder, you can tell. The Salza one's pretty good. Let's check out Super 17. Ooh, that's the pose. Yeah, that's got to get points. Yeah, see, like they haven't been giving everyone the same basic ass pose is what it is. All of these poses have been better. It's like a Shin. That's the I heard. Okay, I gotta put it in peak just because that's the I heard you want Vegito pose. That's I heard you want Vegito. That's what this is. I gotta put it up there for that, bro. Look at Tora. Tora's is kind of tough. That one's kind of clean. That was kind of clean. Where should I? Yeah, I think here. Where we put the other ones that look kind of like Hellfighter 17. Yeah. This Loki would be a good Bardock render too. Tora's is kind of tough though. GT Trunks. Okay. He's hitting the pole. I really like that actually. I really, really like that one. Is that one a peak? That one might be a peak because that'd be a fire render. I think that's going in peak. Super Saiyan. Okay, now you're losing me. Now you're losing me. You took away all his sauce. He is just smiling, but it's just standing there, bro. You took all his sauce. Well, Kid Oob. Kid Oob, low-key better than regular Oob. Where did I put regular Oob? I think he's in B tier, right? Let me see. Where's regular Oob at? Yeah, he's right here. I think I gotta put him a tier above because that's a more iconic pose for Oob. Even though he is just sitting there, it is a more iconic thing for Oob. GT Vegeta. He looks like he's. Why does he look like he's about to take a picture for a magazine cover? Bro? He's like, make sure you get my good side. Like, bro, look at him. Why he got his face turned like that? Like, is the lighting good? Like that one, not that good. That one's kind of whatever. But that is the iconic pose for him. Ooh, yeah, that's a good Vegeta. That's probably the best Vegeta one so far. I'm not gonna lie. Is it just it's not better than Majin. That is a good ass pose for him though. That one might be a peak, chat. I'm not gonna lie. It's a good pose because that is like the Vegeta pose. All right, and then the very last one we got is Zangia. Okay, I like that she's doing the hair. I'm gonna put her B. I think that's pretty good. And I think that's my list, chat. Let's look at the peak ones again. Let me just see if I still agree that those are all like the best. Let's look at Majin Vegeta first. I just really like the pose. It's really good. Then God Vegeta's was just tough. Really sick. The Super Saiyan Gohan. This guy. Raw. Because look at Super Saiyan 2 even in the comparison. The Super Saiyan one's way better. with the little head tilt. Then Cells, oh my gosh, dude, this one, I think this is the best render here by far. Like out of all of them, I think this one's number one. Like I could dead ass put it in its own tier. It's that good. That one is just, the shading and everything is so perfect. Chaozu's is more of just like a meme because of, if you've seen Chaozu and Sparking, bro, this is the perfect render for him. Fusion Zamasu's was really good. With the yeah, no, that one's sick. It just give him the halo and it's perfect, but that one is good. And then Superhero Gohan, that one's so tough, dude. That one's so tough. And then Superhero Piccolo, yeah, bro. These ones all have like the best posing and everything is what I really like about these. Then Super Saiyan Bardock doing the walk. So sick. Him doing the walk. Raw. Champa. Champa with the, yeah, with the finger. Yeah, bro. That's like from his reveal image in Super. That one's really good. Then we got Shin. That one's the I heard you want Vegito, bro. That's we had to put him there. And then GT Trunks hitting the salute, really good. But yeah, I think that is the list, chat. Because like, is there any, like, y'all in the chat really quick? Let me know if there's any renders you didn't see that you want me to like open really quick so you can see it. But I think this is the list. I like the Vegito blue one, like more than the base Vegito, but it's still not like the best Yoshop pose. I think they could have made the pose a lot better. Change peak into Z and make a different tier called perfect. I could, I'm not going to. But yeah, the Cell render is by far the best one. Like no contest. And like I said, I'm not even that big of a fan of Cell, but that one is like, I just can't lie. That's the best render on here. But yeah, chat, is there any render that you want to see? Like just any specific one, just let me know. But yeah, that is the list though. So far. This is so, I think this might be just how we end it. Because like, let's look at some of these ugly ones, chat. Like, let me show y'all this guy. And then DBS Goku is dead ass the same render. Ugly as hell. Base Vegeta from Super, also ugly as hell. Frieza Soldier doesn't have one. That's what this tier is. They don't have renders. These guys did not have them. Because yeah, he'd be like around here if he did have one, but he just doesn't. Yeah, like the base Kefla one was really ugly. Like I don't know, that was just ugly. And then what was it? This Kale? Yeah, that one's ugly. But yeah, all right, I think we'll end it there. I think that's gonna be my list. So yeah, again, point of this video was just to go over the renders that they've got in the game. Vegeta, Gohan, so like they cooked on some of these guys, but a lot of like these ones up here, I would say these first three tiers are all ones I would consider like really good. B tier, it's just like good pose but could have been better. C is just really basic ass pose, and then these ones are ugly. These ones are just, oh, don't ever do that one again. But yeah, that's gonna be the list. So there we go. All right, chat. Yeah, that's for the list. As I ended my recording, because I was recording all of that, I just ended that. But this is how I feel about the whole roster. We went over all the characters. It was fun, but some of these are like ugly as shit. Blue Vegeta's isn't bad, but I think it's better. I think Blue Vegeta's is better than Blue Goku. Just kind of looking at it again, like I think that one is better than this one. The pose is better. VC, no, I'm not having a VC. I'm going to like end stream here in a second because I do need to leave because I got to get up super early in the morning tomorrow. I gotta be up at like, I have somewhere to be at 6 a.m. so I need to leave at like 5 a.m. or like 5:30 probably. So I'm not gonna be live for very long. Again, this was supposed to just be kind of a more chill stream for me, just to kind of relax. I got all these out though. Like I said, I've had this idea for a minute when I realized like how ugly the actual in-game roster is. So that's what I did here. That's why I was going over all these. And I'm gonna make a video and probably, let me actually download this real quick, because I want to post this to Twitter. Oh, actually, hold on. Let me do this real quick. Let me add a row above and just type logo. Yeah, there we go. Because it always puts the tier maker logo in your first tier. I just don't want it to like take up space. Yeah, look at how fat this C tier is. But honestly, I'm not mad at this list. I think this is very accurate. Let's download the image. I'm going to post this on Twitter later. So if you follow my Twitter, y'all can like check it out. Tell me what like your thoughts are and stuff. I'll probably include the link to the render website too. But I think these are the best renders so far. Like again, and some like I'm not even like Super Saiyan 2 Goku, if I was being biased, would be much higher. But I think the Majin Vegeta one is just better. Can't lie. You pulled Ultra Gogeta Blue 2.0 W. I have them too. I pulled them on stream the other day. I haven't made. I was supposed to make a short out of it. I've just been busy. But this Super Saiyan 3 ugly as shit, dude. But yeah, if this was a biased ass tier list for me, like if I was going off of my bias, we'd be moving like the Gogetas up higher. Like base Gogeta is definitely the best, but it's still not like super crazy. But yeah, he made an edit about him. W. Gracias Legends for both new units. I got the Gogeta, so I'm happy. But yeah, if I was going off of my bias, like Super Saiyan 2 Goku would be higher. God Goku's isn't bad. It's just not God Vegeta's. Like, I don't know. God Vegeta's is just way tougher. But yeah, I think these ones, besides like maybe Chaozu and Shin, those are more meme picks. I think the rest of them are like legit where I would put them. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end stream there. I know today's stream was a little bit short. Don't worry though, I will be live tomorrow because Kid Goku's coming out in Squadra, so I'll be live for his drop. But like I said, I do have to go somewhere at like 6 a.m. tomorrow, so I wasn't planning the stream long. I just wanted to get like about 2-ish hours out of just this for today. I was gonna see how long it took. It did take about like an hour and a half ish, or actually a little longer even. But I just wanted to see like how long this would take. If it was short, and then I was like maybe gonna play a little bit of Sparking Zero, just because this was all about Sparking Zero today. But I do want to make this into a video and that sort of thing. But for now, I think that's where I'm gonna end it. So yeah, oh yeah, Ultra Gogeta Blue's active is like the animation on that dude is so fire. But yeah, we're gonna end the stream there. If you cared at all about the renders, you can make your own tier list if you really feel like sitting down through all this. If not, go to like my Twitter or the video I make and just leave your comments about what you think about where I put each character. But yeah, until next time though, I will see you all later and peace. Have a good day or night, y'all, and I will see you tomorrow.